Hello, welcome back to another anime art video. My name is Dennis and I'm a beginner artist, and in today's video I'm going to be drawing Rukia Kuchiki in bunny form. If I remember, the girl that Rukia is fighting isn't actually completely an enemy. I but one thing that I don't remember definitively is what actually happens to her after this, right? Does she just leave? Does she disappear? Because I think like beforehand, she didn't even want Ichigo's power, right? And then the connection that she had with like Orihime and stuff like that, right? She didn't want this. I don't think she wants to be Ichigo's enemy as much, right? But I think I honestly I can't wait to see, like, not, can't wait to see, but I want to know the next arc, if some of the people that we know now, well, not, obviously some of the people that we know now are gonna come back, but some of the people that we no longer interact with in the arc will come back. People like, for instance, the girl with the pink hair right now. Depending on what happens to her, if she disappears, I wonder if in the next arc we see her, right? Or in the next season we see her, or somebody like Nell from the Iran cars, right? Somebody like her, or Espada, I think. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her. As far as we're concerned, she's probably still in Waco Mundo, but I don't know to what extent. Based on the amount of power that she has, if she's the only one left, she could be ruling over Waco Mundo, right? Without Aizen being there. Um, but that's not, it's not definitive, right? Aizen doesn't have to live in Waco Mundo. Aizen can, theoretically, Aizen is strong enough where he can like rule wherever he wants, right? He just chose Waco Mundo because that's where he wanted to achieve his goal. When in actuality, he could just go to Karakura Town, for instance, and just chill there. Like Ichigo can't like directly stop him, right? And what's the like? Think about this. What's the reason why they didn't want to go to Waco Mundo? Because Aizen was there, and Aizen had an army. I don't know if it's so much the army more than it is the fact that Aizen was there, but he had both. So if he just goes to a location and has an army, then like, who's gonna stop him? Who's gonna check him, right? But right now, if he doesn't have an army and he, let's say, goes to Waco Mundo, right? While at Waco Mundo, would people go to try and fight him? Like, would people be like, "Oh, Aizen's there and he doesn't have an army. Let's go over there." Because if they choose not to, then that would mean that they still don't have the strength to deal with him. And then if that's the case, it doesn't matter where he goes. He can go anywhere. He can go to the Soul Society. Like, the Soul Society is a giant place. It's not. It doesn't just consist of just the the all those buildings. Like, there's like outlands essentially there in the Soul Society. So he theoretically could go to like the the Soul Society and just like chill out way, wherever he wants, and nobody would really do anything to him because they're not strong enough, right? But let's get into this.
Suck me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew, restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite out. In the dead of the night, teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Darkness take control. Suck me in smoke. Breathe.
Okay, I am finished with this picture of Rukia. Rukia and her like fetish for like cute things. Like obviously the show, like, you know, the show did this on purpose. It's like, okay, Rukia loves cute things. Let's put her up against an opponent that loves cute things as well. But I think that there, you know, like there could have been somebody else that you could have matched her up with. Like I think it would have been like a cool matchup to have Odahime fight, right? I understand that Ichigo's friends are all manipulated, but they're all manipulated to the point where they think that one guy is their friend. They're not manipulated to think that all the Fullbringers are good people. If I'm remembering, they didn't say anything about that being the case. So as far as we're concerned, they would still be enemies, which is weird because if I think about it, right, when Ginzhou and Ichigo were standing in the sky and the Soul Reaper, all the captains were standing behind him, Chad looked up and he was like, "But it's weird. Why are they all standing behind Ichigo as if they're on his side?" Right? I don't. It's 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 weird because he's not. Ichigo's not fighting Tsukishima right now, right? He wasn't fighting Tsukishima. He's fighting against Ginzhou. So why do you feel anything towards Ginzhou when you don't have any connection to him? You have only a connection to Tsukishima. That's it. So there is no like, oh, if Tsukishima trusts you, then I trust you type thing. Like that doesn't work. But I will take back my previous statement where I was like, oh, if Chad and Odahime, if you just trade and add yourself into their past, it doesn't change that much because, you know, Ichigo is Ichigo, right? It kind of works out that way when Odahime is running and she's like, yeah, Tsukishima, he's always been there. I love Tsukishima, this, that, and third, right? Because he actually took place for her brother and actually stayed with her entire life. So she loves him like that. But it hurt her so much the fact that Ichigo was crying, and then that's where the conflict came into to play. And it's only when Chad saw all the Soul Reapers on Ichigo's side that he even like remotely questioned what was going on, which in my opinion doesn't make that much sense. I think that he should like there should have been something else that would have driven his moral compass more towards Ichigo than just being like, oh, those guys look like they're on Ichigo's side, so something's weird. Odahime at least had like an internal struggle before that happened, and then her seeing that led to the reaction that was given. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you didn't, let me know what I can do in the comment section to make it better for you to watch next time. The glove is off. Peace, love. Thanks for watching.